one player has the upgrade advantage, or either Zerg Carapace, which is at, hold on, I'm looking now, 0. Against BeSt, has that Forge for a while. He probably has one weapons upgrade by now, so we'll see what's happening here. Okay, he has spotted the third expansion. He's going to head in right now. He's having those Zealots go and target the Lurkers. It's a very good play. They're looking for Observers, but they can't find any. He's microing the Observer really well. Scourge is going to take it out. Scourge takes out the Observer, and now this army is really vulnerable. If he doesn't see those Lurkers, he's not going to be able to hold any sort of consistent attack. Those 2 Lurkers by themselves are going to be enough to hold off the Observerless army at BeSt. And meanwhile, Scourge swarming all around. He's trying to clone them onto those Corsairs, but he might have lost his timing for doing that because now they're flying away at equal clips. Only one Dragoon, though, to really let that really take those Scourge out. So he's going to have to fly all the way back to the Photon Cannons to try to stop these Scourge from destroying his Corsairs, and he does that effectively. Meanwhile, one Dark Templar out, so he might be trying to do so. Oh, I think a shuttle just went down there. He was trying to drop around the side of the base, and Luxury, very alert. He seems to be on his game. Stopped that drop, probably had some sort of Dark Templar inside of it. That could have been really bad news, but I believe not going to be the case. Oh, he loses one Corsair. Second one appears to be hit by a Scourge. And here comes a third expansion up for the Protoss. This is going to be a really important one. That third expansion is really what's going to put him ahead if he goes 3 base on 3 base. Luxury is going to have to take another base sometime soon, and maybe that's what he's trying to do with these Zerglings to set up. But BeSt has found him. BeSt has found him. He's going in to engage, or is he? The Zerglings run away. They do not want to run up against the Protoss army by themselves. They need Lurker support or something. A couple of cannons down now. And that third expansion is looking better and better defended by the moment. The Queen's Nest, though, and Luxury decides he's going to be going for the Hive. We know the Hive Tech units, very, very good units in general, and they will be extremely effective, I believe, in countering BeSt as he's trying to move forward with the same, just Templar and a couple of Templar, but mostly Zealot and Dragoon army. I see one Archon there, 2 Archons, but and that one Dark Templar that's scouting around the map. But other than that, he seems to have a fairly small army and mostly composed of the Zealots, Speed Zealots, who are, not sure if they're upgraded or not. Let's take a look at these upgrades. I can't see, but it looks like he has one weapons upgrade. Now, the Carapace upgrade might be done by now by the Zerg player, so if he had a window, it's passed. Now, he's actually accumulating quite a few Archons here. He's got 3, and, the Scourge, just good play by the Scourge, taking out that Observer. Of course, every Observer he takes out is going to be nice, because he's got to keep that robotics facility pumping them. That one Dark Templar trying to make a stand, not nearly ninja enough, though. Oh, is he ninja enough to run away from the Overlord? Survey says yes, except that he's going to try to reverse it now, and no, Overlord does catch up, but he doesn't have speed on those Overlords. Makes them more vulnerable to things like that random goon attack. Or does he have speed on the Overlords? I can't tell. It's a very low quality video I've got here and on a very small screen. Thank you, Windows Movie Maker. I hate you so much. Zerglings are really swarming in and trying to snap off that Dragoon. Of course, Zerglings very effective against Dragoons. Not nearly as much so against Zealots, however. So what do we have here? 6 gateways running apparently now from BeSt against those 2 more hatcheries. It's 4 hatcheries and probably a 5th in his main, and that's 6th of the expansion. So, quite a few hatcheries now, and if he can keep those pumping, he's going to be in tough. Okay, here comes the attack. We have the lot of Zealots who are going to get really diced up by these Lurkers, but he micros them nicely, take out the Lurkers. Meanwhile, he's siphoned off the Archons to deal with this wall of Zerglings, and they completely annihilate them. Very nice micro there to put the Zerglings right where they, to put his Archons right where they need to be against the Zerglings, but wow, look at this massive flood of units, and looks like only one Observer left against these Lurkers, and he's being pushed up against the side of the map. The Zerglings trying to push their luck, but apparently they can't quite do it, and they get pushed away. Right now there are still units there for the Protoss, and the Protoss is going to retreat as the creep colony comes up. So that was a dangerous looking attack. I'd say the first phase of that attack went to BeSt, but then Luxury came in with his reinforcements and really managed to stop that cold in its tracks. Excellent play there by the Archons to take out massive amounts of Zerglings. Of course, Zerglings very small swarming units. Now they're 1-1 upgraded, and the Hive has been up for a little while, so they might be 1-1 crackling soon. The 4th expansion going up for the Protoss. He knows that he is going to be dealing with a mostly Zergling army at this point. While it is highly mobile, it's not very strong, and if he can catch it, he's in trouble. But there's a Zealot wall is going to go to try up and to defend against this expansion. And there, the wall is very effective there, and it's really dicing up those Zerglings. They do very, very little damage, only a couple of Zealots being taken down, but will this second wave of Zerglings that is going down the left side of the map be able to take advantage of their Pierce's distraction? He's going to see if he can do any damage straight in on the main. He surrounds that Zealot. He's going to go down quick. The Storm Drop that's loaded up inside that shuttle appears to be flying around. He does not want that shuttle to be spotted. It'll be scorched and taken out, or at the very least the Storm Drop will be less effective because he knows it's coming. So let's see, maybe he's rallying for another attack. Luxury just attacking straight out. Zergling's going in different directions, barely some stop-go traffic there. He appears to be trying to regain map control at this point, and BeSt's army is only in control of the little square of the ground that it can move to. The Zerg army, a huge amount of Zerglings, very mobile at this point, and the shuttle is moving up the left side of the map. We're going to see what damage the shuttle can do. Storm Drop on the way. Sunken Colony's just morphing in, but he's not going there. He's going directly for the main. We're going to drop these. We're going to drop these High Templar in here. Let's see. That's spotted by now. It must be spotted by now. Sunken Colony hits. Huge Storm Drop. That takes out tons of drones. Oh, that's an enormous blow. That took out 7 or 8 drones, and that's a great play there. A couple of High Templar really diced up that probe line there, knocking an entire base out of commission. Here they come again. He's now stopped the mining at a second base. This is BeSt doing some really great move. The Scourge coming over in massive numbers. They need to take out this shuttle. They do not want that shuttle to go around holding bases for hostage. They're right next to it, but they apparently don't see it. So here we go, moving up. These Overlords are kind of out of position. The shuttle is retreating out of the way slowly, but meanwhile these Zerglings, he has a massive amount of Zerglings. One Size Storm could really do a hell of a lot of damage to those Zerglings at one point. I'm wondering what this... here he goes. He tries to knock them, stop them off, and if he can land a single storm in there, it would do tons of damage, especially over that bridge. But I'm not sure if he has any High Templar in the mix. There, the High Templar coming back. These Zerglings are going to try to attack the main. He's going to try to do something to this expansion here and deal some damage. One cannon down. The probes are coming out to defend. Meanwhile, the Protoss army is getting back. The cannons from the top ridge are starting to power down, and the photon cannons that are just whooping in are going to be canceled up, but the Zerglings that are left are not going to be enough to deal a huge amount of damage. I think the Protoss army gets there in the nick of time. Of course, those cannons, while not doing huge damage themselves, were very effective in slowing down the Zerglings for a long time until the BeSt army could get back and really deal with that in its full force, and I believe those might be loaded Overlords in that drop. Meanwhile, here we go. There's an attack here on the expansion of the Zerg on the left side of the map, I believe that is, and just a bunch of Zealots coming in, a strike force of Zealots. Oh, we have a lot of... they take out the hatchery, and are they going to be able to get out of there? Maybe not. Luxury moving to cut them off. He might make them pay for this, and we get those... There's only one observer, and those lurkers are really going to do a heavy load. And here, we have a drop in the main of BeSt. There's non-stop action here. We have a couple lurkers going down, it appears like, and they're doing heavy damage here to this this area of the base. He's going to take out the forge. I don't think that's upgrading though, so it won't be as bad here. But here we have the Zealots really trying to micro in and take out those lurkers in the middle of the map. Meanwhile, the Templar Archive's under fire. If he loses that Templar Archives, it could really send him back. He needs to be able to make High Templar, and boom, it goes down. There we go. One fatality from this drop here. We have more Zerglings just annoying all over the map. The Archons and the Zealots will be able to clean it up. The Nexus, will the Nexus go down? The Nexus might go down from those lurkers. If the Nexus goes down, that'd be really annoying. I mean, it looks like he still has a good amount of gas in that geyser. I don't think it's putting up fumes there. So, of course, losing your main Nexus is also just a psychological blow. It's like, wow, that was really annoying. But meanwhile, we have more Zerglings, a huge amount of Zerglings invested. You get a lot of them, and he's managing to use them really well. Of course, the pro gamers very good at getting the maximum amount of use out of their units, even when they have so many of them. They have the ability to micro them around. Meanwhile, just the Archons trying to splash in there, and the Observer finally gets over there to take out the lurker. The damage, however, done. The Templar Archives is down. He's warping in a new one somewhere, I'm sure of it. But in the meantime, there are going to be no Templar coming out, and Luxury might take this advantage to try an attack. He's moving around the map, trying to catch people out of position. Storm goes down, but not really that good. Only took out 1 or 2 Zerglings, if that. And Zerglings retreat, and he's running them all over the place. BeSt not nearly mobile enough. Here comes another Storm drop, though. The Scourge is going to try to hit it. The Scourge does hit it, and he storms the... Oh, I see. Wow, that was... Oh, and he took out the... Oh, the Storms are everywhere. The